back, dear listeners, to another enlightening episode of Heart to Heart with Patty Mulauzi. Before we embark on today's journey of self-discovery, I want to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to each one of you who have joined me on this path of open-hearted conversations. Your engagement, questions, and shared experiences have enriched the tapestry of our community, and I'm truly honored to have you here. In this special episode, we're taking a different route. Rather than sharing my own narrative, I'm turning the spotlight onto your voices and the questions that have sprung from your hearts. This episode is dedicated to addressing the why behind this podcast, the issues it revolves around, and my motivations that drive it forward. Many of you have reached out through various channels, be it comments on social media, private messages, WhatsApp, TikTok, X, Instagram, or Facebook. Your inquiries have sparked a desire within me to create a deeper connection, to bridge the gaps in understanding, and to unveil the roots of heart to heart. The why behind this podcast can be traced back to my personal journey, a journey marked by unexpected twists, challenges, and the transformative power of unwavering support. From becoming a young mother, facing financial hardships, and dealing with societal pressures, it taught me that the human spirit is remarkably resilient, and the strength we find within ourselves is often magnified through the love and compassion of those around us. Heart to Heart was conceived as a platform to amplify stories of triumph over adversity, to highlight the importance of support systems, and to ensure the pursuit of self-care and joy amidst life's trials. It's a space where authenticity thrives, where vulnerability is celebrated, and where the common thread of humanity binds us all. Your questions have been thought-provoking, and I'm honored to share my motivations and insights behind each query. I'm going to answer 3 questions. The first one says, what inspired you to share your personal journey? This podcast was born from the realization that our personal stories are not solitary experiences. By sharing our challenges, our growth, our triumphs, we create a tapestry of connection that assures others they're not alone. Through my own journey, I learned that vulnerability has the power to heal, to empower, and to foster understanding. This realization became my inspiration, guiding me to create a platform where we could embark on this shared journey of transformation together. The second question from our listener says, how do you find joy amidst the challenges? This question holds immense significance. Joy is not the absence of challenges. Rather, it is the choice to embrace gratitude, to celebrate the small victories, and to nurture our spirits. I found my joy in my daughter's laughter, in the support of my loved ones, and in the moments of self-care that I carved out for myself. It's about finding beauty in the midst of chaos and holding on to it tightly. And the last question, which is the third question, reads as follows. What advice would you give to others facing similar challenges? To navigate challenges, my advice is never underestimate your strength. Reach out for support when you need it. You are never alone in your journey. Embrace vulnerability as a source of empowerment and practice self-care as an act of self-love. And remember that your story has the power to inspire and uplift others, and that through perseverance you can transform obstacles into stepping stones. Thank you for your questions. Please keep them coming. As we delve deeper into the fabric of Heart to Heart, it's crucial to shine a light on a topic that holds significance in many cultures, particularly in the African context. This topic is the unspoken taboo surrounding sharing personal challenges and vulnerabilities openly. A norm that has unfortunately contributed to fractured families and missed opportunities for bonding and greatness within the family unit. It's no secret that African culture often places a high value on maintaining appearances, projecting strength, and shielding perceived weaknesses from the outside world. The notion of keeping it within the family is deeply ingrained, and while this may be rooted in a desire to protect the family honor, it has inadvertently led to missed chances for healing, growth, and the creation of unbreakable bonds. While cultural values are an integral part of identity, it's crucial to recognize the impact that certain aspects of these values may have on individuals' mental and emotional well-being. The taboo against openly discussing personal challenges, whether they're related to financial struggles, mental health, relationships, or personal dreams, can result in isolation, shame, and an overwhelming burden to shoulder. And we can't shoulder all these difficulties alone. This silence can take a toll on families as a whole, hindering the potential for open communication, understanding, and mutual support. Instead of fostering unity, the taboo can create distance, misunderstandings, and even lead to a lack of emotional connection among family members. In the pursuit of greatness, both individually and as a family unit, it is essential to reevaluate these norms and consider the possibilities that emerge when we break the chains of silence. By openly discussing our challenges, by sharing our stories and supporting each other in times of need, we can forge stronger connections, create a safe space for growth, and nurture the potential for greatness within each family member. Breaking the cycle of silence is not an easy task, especially when cultural norms are deeply rooted. However, it begins with small steps. The willingness to listen without judgment, the courage to share our own struggles, and the understanding that vulnerability is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's important to emphasize that this process is not about rejecting cultural values, but rather about redefining them to align with the changing times and the well-being of our families. It's about recognizing that by supporting each other through challenges, we can create an environment where every family member has the opportunity to thrive and to contribute to the collective greatness. So, dear listeners, as we navigate this journey of open hearts and authentic conversations, let's acknowledge the power of breaking the silence. Let's celebrate the courage it takes to share our vulnerabilities and uplift one another. Let's strive for a future where our families are not only united by blood, but also by shared experiences, mutual support, and the pursuit of greatness. Join me in our continued exploration of these vital themes in the upcoming episodes. Your thoughts, your questions, and your stories are the threads that weave this tapestry of transformation. Embrace your uniqueness and remember that by nurturing openness, we foster greatness. Until we meet again next Friday, take care, nurture your spirit, and keep your heart open.